Welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War difficulty walkthrough. And in this video we're going to be getting through all of Helheim, which is basically we're going to be getting through everything but Garm. We're going to save Garm for the next video. So yeah, let's move on to the first fight.
Thanks a lot.
Thrud,
I don't want to hear it. Everything was fine until you showed up.
I'll make it up to you, I swear. I really messed up. It's times like this I really miss home. Ingrid, did you have a home? Before you came here? Someone who took care of you? It sounds like a yes. Maybe I could help you find them without, screwing it up. Sound like a plan?
May I come in? I heard what Heimdall had to say. I'd like to hear it from you. What happened?
It wasn't there. I was wrong.
Well, we all make mistakes, son. But freeing Garm, that was a big one. Chaos is already spilling out into the other realms. We're safe here in Asgard, but everywhere else.
I think I want to go home now.
Okay, if that's what you want. I meant it when I said you're not a prisoner here. It's your choice. Go, clear your mind. I know you'll be back. But before you go, I'll need the mask back. It's not that I don't trust you, you understand? It's the company you keep. Oh, and Ingrid?
Please, I need to go.
Loki, when you do decide you're ready to continue our work here, Hugin will be waiting for you in your old home. You screwed up. Doesn't change the fact that you're welcome here. Oh, and say hi to Mimir for me.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to be back here. If you're staying, you might be waiting a while.
Alrighty, so there's only going to be 2 more fights with Atreus. So this is going to be fight number 1. This one's pretty easy. There's not too much for me to explain here. You're just going to have to kill these first 2 that are in front of you. I recommend just pushing up on them because the other 2 spawn pretty far behind you. So you'll have enough time to run up to them. And then you could just fight just those 2 for a little bit until the other guys start getting involved. And that's it. That's really all that you need to do. Just keep them all in front of you, and this is a pretty easy fight. You don't really want to use too much of your Runic stuff because the next fight is probably the hardest fight on Atreus. So I recommend that you just use the light Runic, and that's all. That's all that I used in this one. So that's all that I recommend that you use in this one. That is because in the next fight, you are going to have to protect Freya. And it's not about killing. It's just about just waiting out the timer. And that's literally it. You just got to wait out the time. And that's it. So that's going to be the next fight. So let's go to that right now.
How did I screw up so badly? Almost home. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Oh no!
It's you! Wait, it's you!
Okay, moving on to this fight here. Now, what you need to do is you need to, like I said, just protect Freya. You want to kill all the enemies in this area next to the rift. So if you want, you can use your heavy runic attack, and then right after you can use your light runic. And then that should basically clear out most of the area. As you see, there was only 2 enemies there. And then as soon as you clear it out, Freya will start trying to close the rift. Now this is where you're just playing a waiting game. You just have to keep all the enemies away from Freya, and then once you swap to Kratos, it's exactly the same. You just gotta keep all the enemies away. You don't have to kill anyone, you just have to keep them away. That's it. So, as you see here, I was just standing here. You could probably do the same. They probably won't go for you right away. They're gonna try attacking Brock or try attacking Sindri, and then there's gonna be just the ranged enemies trying to go for you. That should be all that they do for basically most of the fight. Now, once they start spawning in through the rift, that's when you're gonna have to start fighting. So right here, you see me using Rage. This is basically how I was able to clear them out, keep them all away from Freya. And it was just that one enemy for then. I killed that one enemy, and then I killed the second one. There's a lot of Rage right there, but that was it. That's all that you have to do. You just gotta survive for a little bit, and just like that, you're done with the Kratos part. Now we go on to Kratos' part.
Father!
Off your back. Help Freya. I will draw them to me.
Okay, so this is where they're going to teach you the new rage path. This is the very, very good rage that you're going to see me using for the rest of the game. For pretty much most of the game, I'm going to be using this. So now you're doing the exact same thing, but instead you're on Kratos. So you have multiple runic attacks that can launch back. You have the Leviathan Axe Heavy that can launch people back. You got the Leviathan Axe Light that can launch people back. You got the Blade Light that can send people in the air. And you also have the Blade Heavy Runic that also is good for clearing out areas. So you have a lot of things at your disposal. You just want to try to use your blades when you get the chance. If they ever get close to the rift, just parry so that they get stunned. Or you can use this new rage that you got. Mainly use it on the axe because it has a big AoE stun. And as long as you do that and you're able to keep them away, this is a very easy fight. You don't have to kill anyone, like I said, and that's going to mark the end of the fight. So let's go on to the next one.
Is it over?
No thanks to you.
Where is Atreus?
Atreus. Has the runaway returned and brought all this with him?
Just hold still.
I told you I'm fine.
Oh, you're bleeding.
Quit your blubbering. What do I call you? Atreus. What has happened?
It's all my fault. The Hell Walkers... they're everywhere. Everywhere.
That is not your fault.
Yes, it is. There was a wolf in hell. He was in chains and I set him free. I thought that if...
Garm? Great bleeding fuck, lad. You freed Garm?
Garm? Who freed Garm? That's madness. Surely not you, young one.
If the Hound of Hell is loose, he'll chew through the fabric of the realms. Hellwalkers are just the beginning. What were you thinking?
Aye, this is a fuck-up of not insignificant proportions.
What would drive you to such mischief? Is this Loki's doing?
Enough. Leave him. Atreus has made a mistake. One that we will fix together.
Grand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd rather stay here. I've had my fill of visits to Helheim.
One problem. I'm not sure I have a way back to Elon.
Perhaps the squirrel does.
I need to speak with you at once. At once, I say. Gentlemen, I apologize for my brusque tone, but whatever has lately transpired in Helheim is completely unacceptable. I must insist you remedy the situation without...
We are going.
And do try not to fuck up.
Aren't you gonna, you know, reprimand me?
No. I am relieved. You are safe.
Okay. Wow. Maybe I should run away more often.
Atreus.
Kidding. Sorry. So where'd the new spear come from?
Brock made it. From Dropnir.
What's that?
A ring.
But what's its story?
I do not know. You were not there to ask. Atreus!
He's probably just scared. He was chained up for a really long time. We can't hurt him, okay?
A desperate creature can be the most dangerous.
Whoa. Wind powers? Cool.
Did Odin ask you to free that creature?
What? No. Why?
Are you not working with him?
It's not what you think.
Whatever he promised, he cannot be trusted.
I don't. But he has something I need. It's hard to explain.
Moving on to the first fight in Helheim, this is going to have one of the ranged enemies as the archers. So once you kill him, then you could just go to this guy on the left. You could just freeze him and just get basically a free kill when you hit them with the blades. And then you should just be left with these two enemies. They're very easy. If you can send them flying in the air, then you can allow them to never hit you, not even a single time. And that's it for this fight, so let's go on to the next one.
You gotta get up there. This ice is in the way.
I will handle it.
Alrighty, so when you destroy this rock right here, it's going to spawn in a couple more enemies. So I'm just going to make a disclaimer here. For the level 5 enemy that is already here, try not to let him level up to level 6. Because if you do let him level up to level 6, he will not only have purple HP, but he's going to be supercharged, which you're going to see here for me. He's going to have the supercharge of the ice one. So it does make him very hard to kill. So I recommend that you probably go for the level 5 one first, and then go for the other two. That's probably your best bet. But if you're not allowed to do that, as you saw for me, I wasn't allowed to, then I would recommend that you kill the other two first, and then save this one for last. But you know, all of these fights, you don't have to follow this exact order. like I said, anything's up to preference in this game. So if you want to go ahead and, you know, you want to fight the other two first, go ahead. You can do it. As long as you found a way that you can kill them in a way that doesn't allow you to die 400 times, go ahead. I'm all for it. That's it for this fight, so let's move on to the next one.
It is hard to explain. Why?
I just need you to trust me. I know I have no right to ask. Can you anyway?
What does he have that you need? Why can you not tell me?
It's complicated. What about you? Why do you have a new weapon? I thought you didn't want war.
I do not. But
It's complicated. Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love. And don't worry about Odin. I'm not going back there.
that is good to hear.
Okay, moving on to this fight here. This is where you're closing the rift again. So for this, it's the exact same as last time. All you gotta do is you gotta keep them away from Atreus, let the time run down, and it's a very, very simple fight. Killing them will not give you anything. There is an infinite spawn. So whether you decide that you don't want to protect Atreus or not is up to you. You kind of have to. So you just want to keep them all away from him. Usually they'll go after you, so you don't have to worry too much. As long as you stay on this side of the ring, there's like this little like arena. You should be good. None of them should go to him. As you see here for me, I am just focusing on killing them because I am in the corner. So I'm not really worried about any of the enemies trying to go for Atreus and attacking him. Because even though that he is closing the rift, they are still going to target you. They're not going to try and target him. So as long as you stay as far as you can from him, then you should be very good. Nothing should happen to Atreus. As long as you are at least medium distance. You can get close to him if you need to, but I very much specify this. Please try to stay away from him, and it will be a very, very easy fight. You will never see that timer stop. And as you're seeing here, it's going by really, really quick, because if he gets stopped, he has like a little like 10-second cooldown before he can start again. And he likes to take a while to restart himself. So that's why I really, really strongly recommend that you do not let him get hit or get grabbed. And that pretty much marks the end of this fight. You could do the same thing I'm doing here. If you ever feel like you're getting cornered or something, you can use your rage, and that slam down on the blades will give you a free little AoE area that you can basically use to move around so you're not stuck in a corner anymore.
You didn't have to.
And that's it. So let's go on to the next fight.
I will always help, as long as I am able.
Well, that's good to hear too.
Tell me, what were you doing in Asgard?
I was translating things for Odin. There's this mask he found and a magical rift that's connected to it. It's all sort of...
Complicated.
Yeah, but I met people my age there. Made friends. I think we're still friends.
You cannot trust those loyal to Odin.
It's not always bad to trust people.
It compromises your judgment.
Maybe. I'm tired of feeling alone.
Atreus,
Let's just figure out how this gate works. Okay? Alka! The gear's blocked when the gate is up. Yes. Another! To the left!
Moving on to this fight right here. This is just going to be the two enemies, these two Hellwalkers, and then there's going to be one more behind you. So you can either run over to them and start attacking them, or you can let them come to you over where you drop down at. Whatever you prefer is up to you. And for this fight, just go for the guys that are level 4 because they're way easier to kill, and then kill the level 5 guy last. That's the easiest way. It's just 3 enemies. This is an easy fight no matter which way you decide to take it. And that's it for this one, so let's go on to the next one. This fight right here is going to have 2 nightmares. You obviously want to target the nightmares first so that they don't try to suicide on you. Once you kill the nightmares, this one is also pretty easy. It just has these 2 enemies. One of them you can freeze, the one on the right you can freeze, the one on the left you can't. So you know what I'm going to tell you here. Freeze the one on the right, attack the one on the left, and you're going to have yourself another very easy fight. You can try to use the light runic attack on the drop near spear like I did to try to freeze him. If you can't, doesn't really matter too much. Once you get him killed, if you really need to, you could throw your axe at this guy again. Whatever you prefer, to be honest, for this one, because it's very, very easy, and no matter what difficulty you're on, you can almost always freeze them as long as you stay at your level. So since you're at level 5 usually, around this point of the game, you should be able to freeze the one on the right and then go for the one on the left, or freeze the one on the left and go for the one on the right, whichever order it was in. So for this one, you just let them come towards you if you want, or you could just throw this rock at the guy behind you, which is what I did. You could either use the rock on the guys in front of you or behind you. I would say use it on the ones behind you, because obviously you don't want to be cornered. You don't want to have 2 in front of you and a bunch behind you. So I go for the guys behind me first. You could probably go for the ones that are in the front if you want, because it's only 2 compared to 3. But I just decided to go for the ones in the back. So once you have everyone in front of you, it's a pretty easy fight. You just want to go ahead and parry if you ever need to. Usually that's probably your best case. And if you could charge up the drop near spear, then you can get some free stuns like I do here. I get 2 of them. And that's it for this fight. So let's go on to the next one. Moving on to the next fight here. This is going to have 2 ranged enemies and 2 enemies on the bridge. I'm pretty sure that's all that they have. So there's going to be 1 ranged enemy close to you. The other one's going to be far. Just throw your axe to kill both of them. You can throw your axe to freeze one of these guys, and then you can attack the other one. This fight is also not too bad because they're not sending a ton of enemies at you. They're only sending around 2 usually. In this area, they usually only send you around 2 to 3 enemies at you. And that's it for this one, so let's go on to the next one.
You to feel alone, but your decision to go to Asgard helped me understand.
Odin doesn't want Ragnarok. I know I can't trust him, but I needed his help. I can't let Ragnarok happen either.
I would have helped you.
No. Wait, he's right here. Okay, okay. It's okay, boy. It's all right. Just calm. Calm. We just wanna...
Moving on to the next fight here, I actually did die here, so that's why you saw a cut. I did not want to use my, what's it called? My resurrection stone on this fight, because I actually find this fight it's not super challenging, but it can be a little bit annoying. So you want to start by removing this guy's little ice armor that he has, because it's very annoying whenever they have the armor. They're like super buffed for some reason. And once you destroy his armor, you just want to use your rage and the Bifrost ability to basically kill this tank, the main tank, which will be the one that's at level 5. As long as you use the blades, I'm pretty sure you can get a kill with it, like just by using the 3 rages that you have. I'm pretty sure you can kill him with just that. So if you're using the rage that I'm using, obviously you can't use like the normal one. I don't think the normal one would kill him, but I do know that as long as you use the one that you got introduced when you first started this, then you should be very good.
Come on, we can squeeze through here.
If Odin truly wishes to avoid Ragnarok, then we are in agreement.
Yeah? And what's that spear for?
To protect you.
Don't you have other weapons for that?
Moving on to the next fight here. This is just going to be 2 enemies, I'm pretty sure. They are both supercharged though, so do watch out for that. I say just pull out the blades, and if you do still have one, use your rage like I did here. It's very good at destroying the ice armor, so that's really nice. And I basically killed them almost instantly because they got flung out of the map. So what you want to do for that fight is, yeah, just if you have your rage back, just use it on the blades. That'll destroy basically both of their armor for free, and then you have a very easy fight from then on out. Alrighty, so I think there's one more fight here. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. Okay, yeah, there is one more fight here. It is the Traveler. I forgot about this guy. This is a very easy fight. You're gonna see me kill this guy pretty quickly. So my strat here is the same as it was the first time we fought this guy. You just want to charge up your axe. As soon as you get the Blessings of the Frost, then you want to go ahead and use it, and you will have yourself basically a free kill. So I did use Atreus's Wolves there to get his HP down a little bit more, and then I used this ability right here, which is the Blessings of the Frost. It doesn't allow me to fully kill him because I didn't get him down to a bar, but that's when I then use my Bifrost, which gets him down below a bar, but you have to, you know, actually deal the damage for him to lose the armor. And then as soon as he lost the armor, it was a pretty free fight after that, because he gets stunned by your attacks. And that is it. That is how you can beat this Traveler very, very quickly. And that will mark the end of the fight. And now we will move on to Garm in the next episode. So hopefully I see you guys there. And hopefully this did help you as well. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Find the spear. I share. It's your turn.
We are not the same. I am the parent.
You're ducking the question. Let's go. Close. Promise me you won't kill him, okay?
I make no promises, but I will try not to kill the beast.